popping with y'all? What's popping? What's popping? Hey, back at it again with your daily room service. Yo, Sticks, what's popping?
Man, we back, and you know what time it is. Got to talk about the Lake Show today. You know that season popping off tomorrow against the world champs. Them Golden State Warriors. They setting us up real tough right out the gate. You know, we got a lot of things we got to deal with. You know, it's a lot of new to our team. So, but we're gonna get into Westbrook today too. I definitely want to talk about that. Big time. But what's on your mind today, J-Rock? It's nice to have you back. You feel me?
Hey, Sticks did his thing. This is what he does. This is what we do. So, go click that last episode if you haven't already to see the recap of basically what happened to the Niners on Sunday. But
oh my God.
Yeah, I'm just ready for this season opener. We finna play the Warriors, and as a Laker fan, we hate them. But I gotta give them credit. I gotta give them credit where credit is due. Steph is a bucket. He's the best shooter ever. He's an alien. He's not even human. He's an alien. And Clay is right there beside him as a robot. And then they got old money, Draymond Green. And you never know what's gonna happen with their chemistry after what he did with Jordan Poole and whatnot. And then Jordan Poole and Andrew Wiggins and James Wiseman is young money. They the young money of the Warriors, It's like Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki Minaj, they young money.
Oh my God.
They young money. So I think it's gonna be tough, defending champs also, it's gonna be, and we at Golden State at the same time. So, it's gonna be a tough game, but I think if we play right, we'll be all right. If we play right, we'll be all right.
It's going to definitely be a rough one, possibly. But first, before we get all the way into it, let's talk about these injuries a little bit because we've been riddled with a little bit, especially of late. Yeah. So first, I wanted to say was Dennis Schroeder. Like he has this ligament injury in his thumb or something like that, and the fear is it might actually be long term. I'm hoping not, but all signs are pointing to he's not going to be playing tomorrow. And we just got him back, and all signs are pointing that he's not going to be here tomorrow.
Hey, he wasn't here when he was here, so shit. That's just what.
He had moments. Man. There was times we was rooting for him.
I said it already. I gotta cut him a little slack, but like I said, we hoopers and we work hard, and he should be ready to play and being more productive for us, even if it's just preseason. And there's no way we should be getting blown out by the Kings, even though he didn't play. Him, AD, or Lonnie Walker played. So that's I understand why we lost by 40, but yeah.
Well, Lonnie, that's a good thing you brought up Lonnie Walker because he was another one that supposedly was on the injury list. But we got an update, and they had him at practice, and him and AD was looking good. So that's great to know. That is great to know that at least we're gonna.
That's good news.
And Lonnie, see that I got something to say about him a little bit later. For sure, I do. And okay, so our last episode we talked about Matt Ryan. We talked about that 15th spot, and he made it.
He did.
He made it to the team.
Even after
they did give that 15 roster spot to him.
Yeah, even with last game with us losing, he still dropped 3 points, 0 rebounds, or 0 assists, 4 rebounds. So and only 15 minutes. So that's a little bit. That's kind of productive. It's not hard. It's not easy to get boards in the NBA. It's just not easy to get boards in general. He got 4 of them in 15 minutes. So that's productive. You can see that he works hard, and that's all that really matters for real. That's all
the thing. For real. That's the thing. He coming from the slums, from nothing. So all he knows is hard work. And them the kind of players you need on your team. And if you could shoot on top of that, you're just gonna be LeBron's best friend.
Exactly.
LeBron should be buying him steak dinners if he start hitting them threes. You feel me?
You know what I think though? I think the Lakers, what we need to work on is staying aggressive. We come out aggressive. We play defense in the first quarter. We play defense. It's like we working hard on the offensive side too. But as the quarters go, it just dies down. And as if we want to win a championship or even be a contender in general, we're gonna have to continue to stay aggressive throughout the game, even if we gotta take a break and regroup and then come back during the game instead of trying to give it your all from the first. Man, you gotta learn how to pace yourself. You just gotta pace, and we're an older team, so like them guys already out there looking winded, so they just need to be cool. But I think if we able to do that, then I think the Lakers are going to be just fine, honestly, and stay healthy. If we can work on our what's the word I'm looking for? Our stamina and stay healthy, we'll be all right.
See, so speaking of like chemistry, like moving into this Laker Warriors, I think that's a huge thing, man. Yeah. Because that's one thing Lakers don't do. Mm-hmm. Like we don't get players and then keep them. We signed a bunch of guys to like 1-year deals. We don't really draft. Like when we do draft, I thought we did draft pretty good, but we just let them go.
We drafted Kobe.
Yeah,
we didn't draft him. We traded for him, but we drafted
one person that stayed. Yeah, but that was, the buses was a little different back then.
And we still, we never really was the team to draft like amazing players. I mean, of course we drafted Magic and whatnot, but Kareem came to us, Wilt Chamberlain came to us, like we had a few big name players. Shaq came to us, big name players that in their prime when they already on the up and up. We don't really draft good, but the fact that we drafted Kobe Bryant, who's to me the best player ever, but arguably top 3. So and Magic.
I heard somebody put him at number 6 as far as the top 6 Lakers. I heard somebody do that earlier.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. These rankings that come out with these all-time players and all-time Lakers and all-time anything that has Kobe on anything less than 5 is disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful. Very disrespectful.
I just gotta let the world know and Kobe would not tolerate this. You understand how hard Kobe worked?
You preach to the choir over here. That's my number one everything. So
do you hear, y'all? Do you hear how hard this man worked? Do you hear the stories that everybody got about him? And you think he's not top 5 or not top 3? Arguably, I'll give that an argument just because I know it's people out there. But come on, man, we gotta do better as sports fans, man. We gotta do better.
Got to do better. Got to. But what I meant by that, as far as the chemistry goes, is like we're playing the Warriors. Mm-hmm. They're basically a drafted team. They drafted who their stars are, and they did it the right way. They keep their players. They pay their players, like Jordan Poole, for instance. You know what I'm saying? Like even though Wiggins came later, they still value him, and then they pay him and they keep him. And there's something about chemistry, like you just can't really, just get. You can't just let a bunch of players out here. You can't just pay for chemistry. That has to be there and embedded in the Lakers. I feel like we're always at a disadvantage starting the season because of stuff like that.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to figure out how to play together. We don't even know who our starting 5 is.
That's literally the reason why right there that KD didn't mesh well with the Warriors. That's why he had to get up out of there, because he wasn't homegrown. And I got to give a shout out to Oakland, because that's just Oakland. Like the people in Oakland are just they do what they got to do. So I'm not surprised that the Warriors came from Oakland, even though in Frisco now, but that's just what Oakland does. So shout out to Oakland and y'all people out there.
Always gotta give love to the town.
Shout out to the town. That's home. That's home.
They made me, you feel me?
Yeah.
But so as far as our starting lineup goes, I definitely want to talk about that. We don't know who it is yet. Well, what we do know, we got 2 players solidified.
Yeah. Yeah. I hope we see that.
Looking forward to this.
I hope we see this.
Me too. But this is all we got so far.
They and Milwaukee, the only teams in the top 5 of both categories.
You know what I'm saying?
It just looked too easy. Everything things to come easily.
If Anthony Davis can stay healthy, then
it's a wrap. It's a wrap.
I mean, I feel real good about our chances. And then now I want to bring back Lonnie Walker. So I have a really good feeling about this young man right here, dude. Like, he got a chance to start one time in the preseason, and he was serving. And I highlighted it last time between him and LeBron. I think scoring the first 18 out of 19 points, and in the preseason game that he did start in. Okay, you got the cat in the back. What's up? What's up, kitty? All right, anyway. Oh, that's all. That's outstanding. Oh man. But anyway, I love Lonnie Walker.
Yeah.
I also love Kendrick Nunn, but I think Lonnie Walker is going to start. I think the starting lineup is going to be. I think it's going to be Pat Bev and without Westbrook. Though I think Westbrook is going to come off the bench. I think he still is, especially coming off of that injury with the hamstring and all that. Even though they said it's cool. They said it was good signs today and all that. Like, he should be okay. I still think he's gonna come off the bench. I think it's better for us if he comes off the bench.
Let me throw a wild card in there because I'm seeing promise out of this kid. What if we had, of course, Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, LeBron at the 3 or 4, probably the 3, AD at the 5. And just to throw a wild card in there, we give Thomas Bryant that spot. I think that kid has promise, you know. I mean, I know last night he only scored 7 points and had a assist and a rebound. But, I mean, he did that in 17 minutes. So that's pretty productive if you ask me. Like, you know, I feel like he could play that small forward position because he's not like a big guy that don't know how to move his feet. Thomas Bryant is actually quick, but he's a big guy at the same time. He can really be explosive with us as a whole. Like, I feel like he can make our offense way harder to stop, and our defense because he can play defense also. So,
but what about the shooting? The shooting.
I mean,
that big out there, because AD was one of the worst shooters in the league last year. So unless I hope he got better, and I just gonna write that off as that was just a fluke, because to me AD's always been able to shoot. So it just was a rough year dealing with some injuries, whatever. But Thomas Bryant being out there don't give us no extra shooting, and you see how broke we are. We are broke.
We are
broke.
That's why hopefully we have Matt Ryan do something, and hopefully maybe Scottie Pippen Jr. can do something because he looking promising also, and then Chris Nunn and Austin Reeves, and then, you know, Patrick Beverly is an okay shooter, you know. So hopefully as the season goes on, we pick up what we're supposed to do, and, you know. But I feel like if we drill the ball in the hole, it's a wrap. I feel like the 3 is gonna be wide open. It's gonna be easy. What I say, easy money. That's easy money. So I mean,
on your shirt right there, say 3 on your shirt. But but the thing though is they're gonna be open anyway because nobody respects us from the 3-point line.
That's true,
and that's the only way they're gonna get respect is if they start knocking them down. I know we got players that can hit threes. It's the consistency. You can't be like, oh shoot, the Lakers shot like 40% from 3 tonight, 45% from 3 tonight. They did good. You know, they shot about 10 for 22 or something like that. And then, okay, cool. The Lakers were serving.
Exactly.
But then the next game is 2 for 18 at halftime. That's not going to be a formula to winning. And the reason why I think, me personally, my opinion, I think Westbrook should come off the bench is because I think our team flows better when the ball is ran through LeBron.
Yeah,
his decision making, his IQ, and everything is just higher than everyone else's. So that's why I think our team should just run through LeBron.
Yeah.
I mean, he's been doing it all these years. Everybody say, "Oh, don't do it." Sometimes his age, it don't matter no more. Yeah. LeBron has already surpassed all the age things, and like I don't even think about that.
Every year they say LeBron's gonna fall.
Right.
Every year,
I'm not doing that to LeBron.
He sustains the same level of play. So I mean. I as a Laker fan, I never liked LeBron, but I respect him a whole lot more now. Like I respect him a whole lot more. He's been carrying us since he got there, and you don't get players like that. I mean, this guy, man, LeBron, he does a lot as more. He's more than an athlete. Shout out to more than an athlete. You know, he's more than an athlete for real. So that's
right.
Yeah.
Okay. And I like Kendrick Nunn as well, so he could be thrown in there as well. But I think Lonnie Walker stays in that start lineup. I'm not sure exactly who it's gonna be, but I think Lonnie Walker should be one.
We shall see, man. I think we're gonna be good sure. if we play how we're supposed to play. I know we're gonna be good. So
yeah. Well, you know who we got to deal with. We got to deal with the Warriors, and we got to deal with Steph Curry. You know what I'm saying? We got to deal with Klay Thompson. We got to deal with Draymond Green. We got to deal with Jordan Poole. We got to deal with Wiseman. We got to deal with Kuminga. We got to deal with a bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't my team, and them names roll off my tongue like easy just because they that good. They just that good. And their front office, their whole organization, they just run things well, and people just like playing with them. And when you go to the Warriors, you just leave better.
It's
like
really
if you leave, you get better. Like Andrew Wiggins' career wasn't going this; it was okay, up and down. You know, he got here and it just coasted. He found his place, became an all-star, and now he just got paid. So it's like, and now we got to deal with that chemistry. That chemistry is what's tough to beat. Those guys don't have to think about certain things, certain movements. They just know, wham, wham, I'm throwing here, I'm throwing there. Steph don't stop moving. That's tough to beat when you don't have chemistry yourself. Right. I don't want to see that tomorrow, man. I don't want to see that tomorrow. But it's the first game of the season, so it is what it is. Honestly, I'm just looking for it. I'm really just going to look for like our energy, like our defense, how we're responding to those runs that the Warriors are going to have, you know? Yeah. I want to see how LeBron's going to be able to corral those group of guys and make it work. Mm-hmm. And I know it's not going to happen right out the gate, but some kind of promise, you see something there, some fight, which is I saw in a couple of preseason games, but I'm hoping it ramps up. And I do believe in Darvin Ham.
Yeah. So I think he's instilling.
I'm a Darvin Ham supporter 100%. I believe.
Yeah, I think he's instilling something real in our team. Like we need to be gritty, we need to play defense, and we need to get out and run. And that's exactly what we need to do. Everything else is going to come. So I'm glad to see that it's working a little bit, but we need to step it up because it's going to be a long season ahead if we can't sustain our level of play that we're supposed to be playing at.
Agreed, man. That's what it's gonna be. But game tomorrow night, so we're gonna find out everything that we've been asking for. All the anticipation.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna get to see it live in action tomorrow. So we're gonna check back in with y'all after the game. We're gonna have something ready for y'all. All right, y'all. I'll let y'all on the next one.